Teachers today have no voice, and there needs to be a change. Today, I will be informing you more on how teachers are at risk in the classrooms. So, the reason why I wanted to do this topic is because I am currently studying education, and that's my major. So, I was like, let me do something that I really want to talk about, like something close to me. So, I thought, with all the stuff happening now with like the students hitting the teachers in the classrooms, it's like, wow, teachers are really, they really have to put up with this type of stuff, and you should not tolerate that. No exceptions. So when I was reading about it, I learned that in 2015 to 2016, in that school year, 5.8% of the nation's 3.8 million teachers are physically attacked in the classroom by a student. And almost 10% were threatened with injury, according to federal education data. Because nowadays, you don't really hear about, oh, like a teacher got hit by a student in the classroom. So now with Instagram and it can go on social media. So when we see it, it's like, oh my goodness, like these students are provoking teachers and substitutes to react out of their nature and to actually get violent with the student. So how do you stop that? Like, how can teachers stand up for themselves without crossing the line with that student and risking their whole career? So later in the website, the Education Week website that I found, I saw one of these articles about this teacher, how she was teaching a sixth grade class and she bent down to talk to one of her students and he hit her in the face for no reason, just hit her, causing her to her neck was paralyzed. So she was terrified to come back to school, and they had suspended the student just for a whole week. So not even enough time for him to actually learn from like what he did. And they didn't even like the way he got suspended. They told him because he was disrespectful towards the teacher. So they didn't even charge him for like assaulting her. And the teacher was kind of like bummed out about that because it had like she got paralyzed. She was paralyzed on the side of her neck. Like he snapped her neck. And they brought him back into her classroom. So she goes to the principal's office and she talks to him saying if they can permanently take the student out of the classroom. And the principal, quote, like the teacher says that the principal said, like, put your big girl panties on and deal with it. Like, how can you deal with something like a trauma like that? Like, she was scared to have that student inside her classroom because you just don't know what students are capable of doing. So she, instead of like, after she left the principal's office, this teacher was very upset. So she decided to press charges against the student, which led her to get terminated from the school district. So it just shows how even the people you work with may not be for that either. Like they're against it. They're just like, oh, okay, like whatever, a student hit you, deal with it. And it's like, no, like you would want your team, like as a faculty, you want your administration to be on your side, like, and have your back. And obviously they did not have that teacher's back. And now realizing, I saw that teachers' victimization has been understudied and under-publicized area that experts say. Researchers that say legislation might not be the best place to start to tackle the problem of teacher victimization. Instead, they say teacher training and administration support are key. So overall, looking into this, I just want to know how we can make awareness to teachers having that right to stand up for themselves without feeling scared to come back into work, because this is where you work. And if you have no voice to speak up for what you love to do and to protect yourself as a person, then what are you supposed to do? Like, because if no one has your back, what are you going to do about it? And I just want to know how we can inform people how to get those teachers to step out and be like, these students are taking advantage of these teachers. Like, yes, we know they're just kids, but sometimes there's a line that they're crossing, and now they're taking advantage, thinking like, oh, if I hit them, they're not going to do nothing to me, and they're going to face like a week suspension. And it's like, no, we need, as teachers, they need rights too, and it's not fair. Like, yes, we know they're little, but there's a time and there's a place, and enough is enough, and teachers need to speak up. And so, in conclusion, I just want to bring awareness to how teachers can have that voice and not feel that their life, when they go to work, that their life is in danger because they can't do nothing about when a student comes and wants to put physical force on them, and they can't do nothing about it. Thank you for your time. Bye.